Nice pineapple there. It's a cottonwood tree. See if there's any ladybugs on here. I don't see any. I don't see any bugs in here. Ladybugs. I'm clearing this area out. Hopefully I have some good bananas this year. Waiting on the rain right now. Just waiting on some rain. Supposed to get some Saturday. There's a pineapple for you. Get this strangler vine coming through here. Ooh, look at this. Look at these nice juicy leaves on this avocado. We got two branches off right there, one left and right. Alright, okay. That's nice. Yeah, I'd like to see some avocados on this tree, son. I've been watering it, watering the leaves, and it's been making the leaves hang down. I weigh them. When you water it, they get all heavy and then they come hanging down. And I'm trying to train them to be reachable. These oleanders are doing pretty nice right now. I might as well let you get a good look at these. These bromeliads, doing pretty good right here. They don't mind that full sun. I got some marigolds everywhere. I'm just plucking them, spreading them around. My papaya had a flower the other day, but I don't think it got pollinated. It was it's been kind of hurting for rain. It needs some rain, just not enough. Plus I broke the root. When I tried to straighten it out, I felt the root snap. I tried to pull it straight. Here's a nice citrus with a lot of thorns on it. It doesn't seem to be deformed. Well, the leaves, not too sure. These leaves look like they might be a little deformed. Usually I end up pulling these up. Kind of hard to get citrus to go do what you want them to do. They end up turning into thorn bushes. But I've spread out lots of heirloom seeds, and so I just see I let them, give them a chance, see how they do. And what do you know, maybe one day there'll be some fruit on them. Doing a lot of chop and drop out here lately. Raising these beds, layering them up. Need to have a fire soon. Burn off some of the dry debris and get some good biochar for our garden and to add to the soil. Here's a piece from the palm tree. It's getting nice and dry. It dropped all its little fruit. All these little fruits are good for the squirrels, like them, so it brings wildlife to our yard. Once this dries out, I can burn it or make rope out of it. This stuff is super strong. You can make rope out of it. All this basket plant, my placeholder plant, that's what I call it. Just to eliminate the grass, and the dichondra can go ahead and creep up underneath it. And this dichondra, I will never have to mow this dichondra. I just have to pull the weeds out every once in a while before they go to seed. Usually it's the best time to do it when the ground. Try to get them up by the root. These little here's a cherry tree cutting, and these leaves are getting really fat over here because it's over here in the shade. So they're trying to get fat so they can get more sunlight. Yeah, these cherry trees, they do real well. I call it a Barbados cherry, but I'm not sure if that's actually the kind of cherry it is, but they do real well with cuttings, which I didn't think, because cherry I thought was more like a hardwood, and I thought hardwoods were hard to propagate with cuttings. But that doesn't seem to be the case with my cherry tree. Here's just some more stuff I can chop and drop that somewhere. Got a little pile over here I'm starting to get ready to run over with our mulching lawnmower. Here's some elderberry. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one up. We don't need that many elderberry trees. This is a nice fleshy part. I'll take out the fleshy part and I'll just leave the one part. Leave that main part, the main trunk. I'll take this one off too. And it can be a bonsai elderberry tree. And that'll be real good to have some elderberries. And I threw some cornflakes here. Probably should cover it up with something, so that way that doesn't harden up. Hopefully those this is all wet too. This still wet stuff. I'll put something on there and try to lock in that moisture and get them worms up in there to eat that up. I got some cornflakes on the job. I was gonna toss them out because I don't eat genetically modified products, or I try to avoid them at all costs. And normally I wouldn't put it in my garden, but I didn't want to waste it, and it's gonna, I want I have a little theory, school of thought that we're gonna be exposed. We're being exposed to things, and we have to be prepared for them. So I introduce them to my garden, that way the plants can start getting used to them and acclimating to them and being able to assimilate them into our bodies. And not that we want to assimilate GMOs into our bodies, but when they inadvertently are being put on us, or whenever we're being exposed to them inadvertently, we need to be able to, our immune systems need to be able to recognize, the genetically modified organism and deal with it properly, and we can't let it affect our health. We have to still be healthy either way. So that's my little school of thought on that. Here's a nice butterfly. I turned on the camera right when George, our egret, our white egret, he flew right by. I could have started the video with him flying by. That would have been nice, but I was just 5 seconds too late. And then, but I'll try to get him next time. These blue porter, not blue porter. This is blue flax, and you can see they got some little pods on here. It looks like, I think that's where the flax seeds are gonna come out after the flowers only bloom for a day, and then there'll be more flower every day. There's more and more flowers on this thing. It's seems to be hitting its prime, and now we're gonna have lots of flaxseed. Hopefully, it does well in poor soil, which is good to know. This was a sandy hill, and I've been trying to add plants that make it a little bit more fertile here. Flaxseed, the flax seems to be doing the trick. The little spot seems to be getting nicely established, and some nice chemtrails in the sky. And I always bless my chemtrails with love. They are radioactive materials, metals, aluminum, barium, And you gotta imprint your intent onto the, make sure that you're imprinting your intent. That doesn't matter what they put in the air, there's nothing they can do to affect our health, our strength. Look, I'm healing the soil. I don't know anything about plants or anything about science or gardening or anything. I don't know anything. Teachers told me I was retarded, but I think this garden is pretty nice for a retarded person. I don't think I'm retarded. I just more thoughtful than what is encouraged in the public education indoctrination system, which is run by a criminal terrorist organization, U.S. federal government. And D.C. is an illegal state. And we got a little mole or something digging holes. So he's aerating the soil for us. I think I'm gonna make the, here's a nice little night blooming jasmine. And this is actually the sunny side of our house, but it's nice and shady here and the leaves are all fat. Because we got this tree here making shade. This, we call it a ficus. I think it's some kind of a, I heard they call it some kind of a fig tree, but I've never seen it make any figs. I don't think it makes anything edible. So, but it does make shade. Ooh, we got a nice bird. Hey, look at that. You see him? See the bird? Hey, bird. Is that a robin? It's a robin, I think. It's not the first robin of spring, is it? Well, you going up in that tree, huh? What you got going in that tree? You got a home up in there? Well, I think I thought I heard him over there. Where'd he go? This is moringas. Moringas are making some nice shade. This is a really sunny, hot part and unbearable place to be during the peak of the summer. But I think with these moringas, it's going to be quite different. And they grow 9 feet every year. This one I cut it right here and it split into 3. Looks like. And these are Moringa oleifera, and they got a little bit more of a smooth trunk. Looks like I accidentally scraped it here. They very nice though. Nice smooth trunks. And that's the garden status update for now. And rate, comment, and subscribe, and say where you're from. If you're in another country, let me know where you're at. And always trying to reach out to people all over the world. And Susan, this garden is for you, baby. I love you so much, baby. And I know we're gonna be together soon on our farm. And you know, we're gonna have our kids and our babies on our farm, and our doggies and everything else, baby. So just want want you to see how nice the garden is right now. And hopefully we have avocados on here soon, baby. And I gotta do some work out here, some more work. I'm gonna eventually think about maybe moving some of these pineapple plants out of here because they're a little bit buried in nowhere land. I need to I like to have it up high. I like to have it up high right here somewhere. I put some dirt here and then have it up on a hill. That'd probably be a little bit better.